that feeling that you promise yourself that this time things are going to be different in your job, your partner, or any situation you can think about. But somehow it just ends up being exactly the same. You're not broken. This is because your subconscious mind loves running your old patterns. Your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your daily patterns. And it has one job. It's just to keep you safe. And that safety to your brain means familiar. Familiar in situations you know, familiar in situations like burnout, like, you see, I'm repeating my cycle of my partner again. How did I get myself into this again? So your mind quietly pulls you back into what it's known because it knows how to survive there. For years, I've lived in that loop. I promised myself this time I'll slow down. This time I'll just choose peace. And then I just fall back into the exact same patterns. I just felt like no matter how much I learned or achieved or circled back, nothing was working. And it wasn't until I understood how the unconscious mind functions. Your brain doesn't care about your goals. It cares about your survival. And survival to the brain simply means do what's familiar. When I went through cancer, I learned this lesson the absolute hardest way. As a control freak, I tried to control everything, from my diagnosis to what the doctor said, what I eat, what I drink, you name it, I tried to control it. And one night I was just sitting there and I was absolutely exhausted. I was scared. And as I tucked myself under the blanket, I whispered, "Why me?" That why me quickly went into victim mode. And at that moment, I had to make a choice. And I had to reframe and shift my mindset to why not me? I remember this awesome saying that everything happens for you, not to you. So I just grabbed onto that sentence and I switched it around in my brain and I said, what can I learn from this? And in that instant, my panic turned into peace. It was like my brain just took a breath. And that's when I realized gratitude isn't fluffy. It's biological. It's a button to reset your nervous system. So I began my research and I found out this is what's really happening in you. When you live in a constant stress, your body releases cortisol. Okay, and that's the fight and the flight and the freeze hormone. That chemical shuts down your neocortex, and that's the thinking part. So you are always in survival and you can't think clearly. It's like you literally can't think yourself out of this problem when you're in this mode. But gratitude, real gratitude changes that. I read the book of Dr. John DeMartini about the gratitude effect. And you can really change your nervous system if you practice this daily. Suddenly, your brain just starts looking for solutions instead of problems. That's the moment creation begins. Okay, so this is the beauty. You don't need to fight your patterns. You need to reframe your brain to feel safe and calm and not the chaos. And it all starts with awareness. So next time you feel triggered, just pause. Okay? Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Say to yourself, this is just a pattern. I'm safe now. Then find just one small little thing to be grateful for. It could be taking a sip of your coffee, have a breath, a lesson. Just play with it. Because when you say, I don't know now yet, but trust this will serve me, you're giving your unconscious mind a new command. You're teaching it that safety and peace can coexist. And from that calm space, something beautiful is happening. Your mind becomes creative again. You start finding solutions instead of repeating the same problems. You can now attract the peace instead of the pain. You start redesigning your life instead of just surviving it. Gratitude doesn't mean you love the challenge. It makes you trust that even this has value. That's how you shift from fight to flight, from chaos to clarity, and from reaction to creation. I invite you to try this. Find one thing you're absolutely grateful for, even what's not working, and say it out loud. Do it for a week. Watch how your body softens, your mind clears, and your story just starts to write itself. From my heart to yours. You are not stuck, you're just being invited to grow. Unstuck workbook to help you map out the pattern and start your redesign process. The link's in the description. It's my gift to you.